when this Jody Landers, I mean, obviously you're a dad, you're married, you've stuck through, you've been right here in the city through the good, the bad, and otherwise. Are there any set things about Baltimore that there was something that was published a few weeks ago called The Best Things of Baltimore? What would you say would be some of those things?
Well, I like being close to everything. I like being close to culture and activities. We don't have to get in the car to drive anywhere we want to go. We can walk down to the grocery store. We can walk to a restaurant. My children, when they were young, walked to school. They literally went to school at the elementary school right on the block we lived on. I've always loved having neighbors that you get to know and share a lifestyle with. Our neighbors, we get together, we shovel out the street when the snowplows don't show up. We watch each other's children. So I think it's the spirit of neighborhood and again this diversity that we have in the city. I mean, I've always lived in an integrated neighborhood, and I want to stay in an integrated neighborhood. I don't want to live in just some homogeneous community that it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't have soul to me. So,
well, you were kind enough to speak about the forums that I've been to, but I remember two that I went to, and of the citywide candidates, you were the only one. One was over at Payne Memorial AME Church when we were invited to find out the seriousness and the plight of AIDS and the HIV epidemic that's in our city. And I'm there at the church, and I'm looking around. Here's a major issue affecting our community, and the only citywide person that was there who stayed, first who was there, and then who stayed was you.
Well, I also give credit to Wilton Wilson. He was there, and he came and he sat through it. But
okay.
Because that's having a tremendous impact on our community. I mean, so many people and families are suffering because of HIV, and we can prevent it. I mean, I thought that the presentation that was made that day about the importance of getting tested and then trying to get treatment, and that's what your message was all about. So anytime we can do something, we can improve people's lives and prevent the worst from happening, we should. So that's why I wanted to be there. I wanted to be there to learn. I also wanted to be there to show support for it.
The other situation, I was over at Howard Park, and I was really not pleased because they had like 3 councilmatic districts, and they were going through it. And, I mean, it wasn't my place to go up and say to the moderator, you have a citywide candidate here. Why are you making him wait? And you can know that the room was full when I walked in, and as each council district got less and less, it finally hit her halfway through. Oh, my goodness. We had this guy sat here, and I watched you, and you were just as attentive to hearing what the people were saying. And I don't think so. If a staff person would go up to her and say, wouldn't it be nice if he could say what he had to say and leave? When I did my one and only citywide run, that's what I would have done. So you got much more patience.
I am a patient man, that is true. And also I learned something. Every neighborhood group I go to, when I sit through these candidate presentations, I'm hearing what the different issues are that are important to people. And so it's a benefit to me to be patient and to listen.
To learn more, go to LandersForMayor.com.